Away. See what they can do. There's Nick Butler is about to throw the ball off. Here's Matthew McGee for City Park Radio.
Well, the inside 50s the first half were 30-9 in North Launceston's way, thanks to Dave Gruber. So Glenorchy will look to even that up a little bit. And the clearances in the second quarter were 8-all. So good effort there for the Glenorchy on ball. It's got a few more numbers around. But the marks inside 50 is the line 8-1 in the second quarter, 13-1 for the game. Nick Butler's found a free kick. It's going to go Alex Lee's way. So the ruckman, Alex Lee, as we mentioned pre-game, he's found his spot as the superior ruckman in the league. Good kick out in front of Burt. He turns and goes. It's a clever handball to Avent. Avent to Walsh. Withers sets. Withers goes up through the hands. Good work the defence there of Glenorchy, in particular Nathan Blowfield, and it goes out of bounds left forward pocket. The ground is looking a picture. It is bathed in sunshine. And
21 degrees?
21 degrees, feels like 16, but that's okay. It's a beautiful day here in October. It's one of those seasons, 2020. It's one of those years, really. Edmonds, ruck hit out. Webster's there. Haven't called his name much today. The former Hawthorn recruit, Zach Webster. He's just lost his way, but hasn't he really, Zach Webster? I think he was, one of the better players in the state. Got drafted the Hawks. Things didn't come off for him now. Came back, played some good footy, but hasn't really done much. Good ruck hit out. Is this Withers? Is this Withers? It is. It's another goal. Daniel Withers from the ruck hit out. That was beautiful play. And Daniel Withers, he gets his third for the game and the first for the second half.
So Daniel Withers continues that great form, Maxie.
Yeah, and I wasn't at the game last week, but probably played his best game for North Launceston last week from all reports, and following it on in today, just in the right spot underneath the ruckman's feet there, and a good little bit for his highlights reel.
12-7, 79-117. So goal within the first couple of minutes there of the third quarter. There's Ethan Conway in the ruck. As Maxie mentioned, James Deegan suffering a groin injury. He's off for the rest of the game, you'd suspect. So here goes Rain Bird. Gets it back now to Daniel Joseph. Back to Rain Bird. Mongrels a punt out of the centre square towards half forward. Tracking it there is Richter Solder up against Grace. Richter Solder gets the handball away to a support player in Bennett. Bennett just holds the kick up a little bit. Curran does okay. He takes the mark. He dashes off. There's James Curran up here towards Burt. He drops the mark he might have taken. It's one low down. Wasn't easy. But now he bottles it up and pulls a stoppage right half forward for the Bombers. So Zach Bird, of course, back this year from Georgetown. Presented well today. He's played a bit in defence this year, as he's done in the past. Conway gets it straight to Cox Goodjar. Back now to Foon to Cox Goodjar. He got through traffic beautifully there. Now to Lee, will get it back to Cox Goodjar. Keeps the kick low towards full forward. Avent can't get it second grab. Well done there by the Glenorchy defence. Brennan gets it to Blowfield. Out here now towards Joseph. Oh, he's in a clutch with Welsh. He'll test the shoulder out. Joseph does well. Beautiful handball to Mott. Mott sideways now here towards Banks Smith, who takes the mark. Off and running. Good play here, Glenorchy. Up to half forward. And Halliday comes out and takes the mark. Kicks to a player unattended here, Matthew Joseph, who'll take the mark. He's 25 out. Tough angle. That was the best passage of play today from the Pies, Maxie.
Yeah, by far, and the reason it was the best is that they were prepared to take the game on, Dave, and move the ball quickly and just capture the North Launceston guys out of position a little bit. They didn't have the time and the luxury to give themselves a few directions as to where to stand.
Matthew Joseph does all the good work. Off to the right, one behind. 1-2-8 to 12-7, 79. Looks like it's half time at Lauderdale, Macca.
Yeah, it's half time, Foz. 4-9-33 Lauderdale. Trail the Kingborough Tigers 6-4-40. And things aren't good for the Raiders, Foz. They're 6 for 35.
Oh dear, so not going well there. Chasing 200. Ponting has the mark now for North Launceston. Defensive side of the wing. So another great game here from Josh Ponting. You expect it from him. Does it week in, week out. Kicks it back to Fletcher Bennett. He takes it now to Lee. Lee, left half back for North Launceston.
Alex Lee hits up the youngster in Sanders. Riley Sanders, number 54. Squares it up to his brother. That's Ollie. Left foot, beautiful kick. Spearing kick to Van Buren. And they're away. This is North Launceston. He's got Richter Solder on the outside. He gives the handball. He goes over the top to Curran. They're ringing the boundary and he goes inside now and finds Avent. Pure class. He's got Whitford on, he's all alone, he goes over the top by hand, puts Burt under a little bit of pressure, but he kicks it from the goal square, and Zach Burt gets a goal. Well, they were able to take it from Alex Lee, who was tucked away in the 50-metre defensive arc. He found Sanders, that was Riley who found Ollie Sanders, and it was that kick of Ollie Sanders that just speared the other side of the ground. Then they linked up with hands and foot, and in the end it was Zach Burt for another easy goal, and he's kicked 2.
That's one of the best patches of play I've seen all year.
It was just beautiful footy. Glenorchy had no chance of actually even touching the ball until that last handball from Whitford. That was the only chance they had, Max Walker.
It was just Cooping's off at its best, wasn't it? All about the execution of the kick to start with, like you said.
The Ollie Sanders kick was a ripper.
And shows a lot of confidence as a ruckman as well when you're going to pinpoint a 25-metre pass inside 45.
And that's why he's the best in the comp, because he does that. We've seen Auckland as well, but he just doesn't get enough kicks and just plays safe.
From the middle, here's Ollie Sanders again from Walsh. Up here towards Aven, who's been up forward all day, up against Blowfield. Blowfield does well to corral him, has to go backwards. Now a chance for North Launceston through Walsh. Walsh keeps it low towards Whitford, clears him, falls in the lap there of young Blowfield. Had a pretty good season back there.
Did you get the feeling that Jay Bowden thought that maybe North Launceston and Lonnie were a bit strong, Foz?
Yep.
You'd like to see things evened up a bit. I'll tell you what, you watch today and you can tell why. Aiden Grace, good mark at half back. But Grace, barely the 15, in fact it wasn't. Mott has to play on because the umpire told him so. He kicks along and finds Ryan Banks-Smith. So Banks-Smith hit up. This is better from Glenorchy. Finds the youngster here in Nicholson. Nicholson off one step, has Joseph going on the left. And it's right near the boundary, so he's going to have to hold up. Daniel Joseph. Look for a kick here, Max. He's got Daly on. Goes inboard. Oh, it's good. Finds Grace. He might have been dealt with afterwards, but he put on a little bit of a show. Here's Grace. Finds a long-haired Ethan Conway. Inside 50. Can't hit his opponent. Rick DeSolder gets it if they can get his Daly. The little fella gives it across to Rainbird, and Rainbird goals. So a turnover there from North Launceston, and it's a goal to Rainbird the other way. And good play, Glenorchy, Max.
It was just that inside 50 forward pressure that kept the ball in, and a good execution with a couple of kicks. When they hit them, I thought, oh my God, are they going to come off?
Yeah, but they got the ball, Max, in the hands of their good kickers. So Joseph, Mott, Conway. Big Ethan. Look at him. Look at Big Ethan.
He's doing a good job. He's had to take the mantle of the ruck in the second half.
Yeah, undersized. And Max had called it there just before half-time. James Deegan's gone down. He had the boot off. He won't play again today. So Conway's going to have to do the ruck work. Gone to Hobart, Ethan Conway, to play cricket for Glenorchy. Ended up just going to KG5 for a kick and ended up playing senior footy, which I don't think he really thought he was going to. And doing a pretty good job today against Alex Lee. So this is a secondary ball up. Nick Butler comes in. Of course, the umpires as well are on show today. They're fighting for those final spots, aren't they, Foz?
Absolutely.
Nick Butler, one of the more experienced ones in the TSL. Cox Goodger. He's beset upon. Nicholson. Bennett. Oh, Rick DeSolder got a little bit fumbly. Rainbird comes in. He's going to have another look at him. Mitch Rainbird misses left side. Dangerous, Mitch Rainbird. Spent a bit of time out of the side this year through suspension, wasn't it, Foz?
Yep. Injury concerns as well.
Injury, yes.
Van Buren kicks it wide. 13-7-85 to 2-2-14. As Foon kicks it low to Cox Goodger now. He's off and running as Cox Goodger takes a bounce, pursued by Brennan. Kicks beautifully towards Edmonds. Josh Arnold does pretty well to get the spoil in. Spills now to Blowfield. If he can pick it up, he does. He's tackled straight away by Jack Avent. And that good work there from both players. So, he's certainly trying hard, this Glenorchy defence. They're not giving it up. But it's just a wave after wave of North Launceston attacks that puts them under pressure as Lee wins the hit out. Withers to Cox Goodger to Foon. Kicking inside 50. Rushton, one out. Does he take the mark? And here he does. Spills now here towards Cleary. Gets it to Rundle. His kick to half back is a pretty good one. And taking the mark is Webster. He slips as he plays on. Kick's not bad though. Conway's got it. Ethan Conway settles things down a little bit. Gets it here now towards Cameron Goodsall. Tough mark there in that second quarter. The one from Rainbird, who's had a great quarter so far, to Joseph. Beautiful foot skills. Over the head though of Nicholson. on this occasion. Curran will be happy to see it out of bounds. Stats so far this quarter, inside 50 is pretty even. 6-4 the Bombers' way, but they lead the clearances 4-2.
Half time at Lauderdale. Lauderdale 4-9-33. Trail Kingborough 6-4-40. And close one also at Richmond with Clarence a slender lead.
I think it was an NWFL preliminary final today.
Yeah,
It's a bit of a later start, so we'll try and get a score on that one in a minute. There's Alex Lee. Swings a kick. Yep. Alex Lee swings a kick out of bounds. So 13-7-85 to 2-3-15. 2 goals to 1 in this third quarter. We've played 10 minutes. 2 finals next week. Launceston Lauderdale's locked in. And the North Launceston versus the Clarence or the Tigers. As Daly thumps it on. Little handball's not a great one there from Roberts. He throws his head back into the air as it goes out of bounds. So boundary throw in. I'm interested to see if they put some players on ice in this last quarter, North Launceston, just to get ready for next week. Lee up against Conway. Conway wrestles Lee out of it. Rainbird, little tap on. And as far as Walsh to Riley Sanders, great handball to Simpson. Now to Fletcher Bennett, all in close. Riley Sanders again. Jeez, he's good by hand. Just misses Foon this time though. Fighting hard as Cameron Goodsall. A ball up. Just show sure that handball is Riley Sanders, Maxie.
Yeah, he's so clean, isn't he? Isn't he, Max? Sorry.
Yep, no, he certainly is. And he's just awareness of where players are around him as well for 15-year-olds.
Very good basketball growing up, and also soccer early on in his days. Even before he took up footy, basketball, he's sensational on the basketball field. Just knows where his teammates are, just like this. A little bit of that Pendlebury type, isn't he?
Your man down here in front of us, Matthew.
Oh, is he on? I haven't seen him all day. Hang on, we'll get back to that. Arnold takes the mark on half back. Well, I think maybe he's only just doing a half a game because he can't quite get through the full game. Dom Shaliro, of course, we're talking about. Where's he been all day?
He's been
over on the railway wing.
Yeah, he's been basking in the sun.
Oh, there's a turnover. Webster's under pressure. Whitford misses the tackle. Webster, good kick. Finds Daly out of wing. We'll get back to Shaliro. Over the top. Here's the youngster here in Nicholson. Terrible bounce. And Ollie Sanders takes it by hand. Over the top. Avent. Inside. Oh, hits the chest of Bird. And what a big chest it is. Zach Bird, he wasn't expecting it and just landed on the big chest. And he's going to take and have a look. So he wheels and goes. Long and deep. Inside 50. Zach Bird. Whitford. Jackie Rushton hovers. Here's Whitford. Rushton. Whitford. Edmonds. At the back. And he threw it out, did Edmonds. Well done, Rundle. Rushton, pressure on. Well done, Rainbird. Good quarter, as Foss said. And it goes out of bounds, far side of the ground. Yes, Dom Shaliro here in front. He's he copped a little bit of flack the other week about the arms. I think he's been in the gym for 2 weeks. And just working on that strength. One of our favourite umpires. Hope he gets a senior grand final. He's a good runner. One of our favourites here on City Park Radio. Where the score reads 13-7-85 North Launceston, Glenorchy 2-3-15. So a 70-point lead, 13.5 minutes gone. And he's the captain of the commentary team, 200-game superstar, St Pat's Old Boys Footy Club, Dave Moore.
As Daly gets it to Roberts, back now to Rundle. He's at half back, kick under pressure, gets to Foon. Foon in the aqua-coloured boots over there on the railway wing. Nice little kick to Simpson, who's building some good form in the latter half of the season. Waits on the kick, does Ben Simpson, but he's coughed it up here straight to Ryan Banks-Smith. So Banks-Smith has a bit of a look around. He's got players laterally if he wants them. Goes backwards here to Conway. Not sure what that really achieved. But, anyway, Conway. Nice kick here, looking for Richie Dilger. Beautiful kick, in fact, from Conway. Dilger takes it, and he gets a kick now to Brown. This is good for Glenorchy. Brown forced to kick under pressure, though, and gives it straight up to Fletcher Bennett. Over the top now to Riley Sanders. This way, that away. Kicks defensively now to Van Buren. Takes Nan Curvis, who gets it to Van Buren. He's inside defensive 50. Switch over here now to Connor Young. So Connor Young has a releasing handball now to Arian Richter-Solder. Centre wing, railway wing. Inside 50. Leading up here is Burt. But good mark in front. Not quite taken by Banks-Smith. Burt recovery. Centres the ball only as far as Brown. And the young man takes it under a lot of pressure. There's Dominic Brown, brother of Ben Brown. He's deep in defence. And handball now to Josh Arnold. Arnold to Rundle. So they're getting more of the ball this quarter, Glenorchy.
Just not moving it. forward quickly and deep enough though, Foz. It's playing right into North Launceston's hands, just these little short 30-metre kicks.
Now the handball comes over to Josh Arnold from Mott. Josh Arnold to the far side. It's a bit of an aimless kick as it just drifts out of bounds, but they are forward of centre, right half forward. 85 plays 15, about to get underway in the third quarter at Lauderdale. Won't be far away from three-quarter time at Richmond, so when I head over to Mac in a moment, I'll have a bit of a look at that score. In fact, I'll hand over to you now, Matthew.
Boundary throw.
Whoop, better turn you on, there you go.
Boundary throw in. Railway wing side of the ground, Conway and Donnelly. Conway wins it. Over the top, though, it only goes as far as Ponting. It goes out of bounds in front of Mitch Rainbird. So 70 points to the lead here, North Launceston. They dominated the first quarter with 8 goals to 0. And they've managed to just hold that at sway. It's been 5 goals to 2 since then. Foz has got a score.
Yep, for our Southern listeners, at half-time, Hutchins 8-2-50 lead OHA 5-1-31. Of course, OHA Ian Callanan's team this year.
Yes, and Lance Spalding coaching the Hutchins Old Scholars. So George Burberry, the former Geelong player, says that he's been dominant so far for Hutchins. Former Hutchins boy, George Burberry. Of course, does a lot of headaches back in school footy days, George Burberry. I'll give you the tip, Foswell.
Yeah, good player.
Good player. Sort of a slightly built half forward he was back then. Played some good VFL footy at Geelong without doing too much in the senior team. I don't know if he played seniors in the end, George Burberry.
I think he might have played a game or two, yeah.
Very good VFL player.
One of the best appearances
He might have
VFL, I think.
won a premiership as well. Conway, in front of Donnelly. Donnelly, just doing the backup ruck work at the moment for 5 minutes. Sanders, good left foot. Joseph Setz, it was out of bounds as he kicked it, so it's going to be a throw in right in front of the scoreboard here, which reads North Launceston 13-7-85, Glenorchy 2-3-15, bathed in sunshine. It was the first week in October. We don't normally see TSL footy at this time of the year. A couple more weeks left, the finals next week. A couple of games going right down to the wire to set that 4th position. Rundle, good tackle, Donnelly. It's going to be play on advantage and they're away. Here's Foon. Haven't seen a real lot of Foon today. Just done enough off half back. Lee sets himself, can't do so. Well done, Glenorchy. Squares the ball up here to Brennan. Brennan with a little bit of time. Goes inboard centre square. Joseph. Handball to Rainbird. Goes wider to Nicholson. Walsh. One of the inclusions. Good hands. Good one-on-one. Victory mark. Walsh. Gives it to Curran. Not a great kick. He had Rushton short. He had Whitford long and he found neither. And he's frustrated, is Whitford. He tells his youngster in Curran that's not good enough. And he sort of, it wasn't a great kick, just did not come off the boot well. And here's my boy, little Dom Shaliro. Let's see what he does. No excuses today, no wind. Shaliro over the top, not bad. Conway, Ponting, another clearance. Burt sets 1, 2 bites of the cherry, got to pay it, and does.
I think he conned.
No, I paid it from here.
You
I
did
paid it
pay
from here. I think he got the first one on. He only had to take the second.
Ben Donaldson's nodding.
Yes, and he's got the camera view. I had the binocular view, and Zach Burt, it doesn't matter now because Zach Burt's going to line up for his 3rd. So Zach Burt, 25 metres out from goal, pretty much directly in front, city end of the ground, leans back, and it's a shocker. And it's gone through for a behind. He's kicked 2-3 today. Missed 3. Has Zach Burt. Yes, David.
Three-quarter time next to Blair Brown has just texted me a score. It's the Roos by 5, so gee, it's tight.
5 points.
Yep.
Okay, Withers got the kick out. Wasn't a great one. Goes inside looking for Walsh over the top. Cox Goodyear. Oh, he looked for the cannon, did Max. It didn't come. His A-vent on the left goes wide and can't find Alex Lee on the lead.
He wanted to then, Cox Goodyear.
He just had to pull the trigger of it, didn't he?
He did, but there was just someone hovering there for the handball. Did the team thing as he always does.
Okay. There's North Hobart, of course. The Bears got the inevitable running soon at Flemington, Foz. Do you reckon he'll just sort of call the time out and maybe try and get it at three-quarter time, the inevitable? Of course, Group Horse running at Flemington, bet responsibly. Boundary throw in, that's a shallow one. Wasn't Shaliro, so we don't care. Lee goes Glenorchy's way. Over the top there, Glenorchy, good handball, good Sewell. Gets it as far as Nicholson. Running back with the flight of the play there, the Launceston defender. Sorry, the North Launceston defender named Curvis to Van Buren to Nankervis. Not a great kick. It only goes down the front of Cameron Goodsall.
It's to Mott. So Mott up the wing. Oh, gee, Mark should have been taken there by Bank Smith. Daly, though, a chance to butter up. Gets it to Gear. Gear kicks off balance straight down the throat of Braden Van Buren. Has been fantastic all day. Now he's got the youngster here in Sanders. Sanders has taken it in defensive 50. Lovely kick now finds Egger. So when they switch it nicely to North Launceston, Egger up the wing, Brennan, and strong mark in front there from Dan Withers. Aaron Brennan tried everything to spoil that, but Withers is too strong in the front position. Been playing 20 and a half minutes, not long to go in this third quarter. Now to Egger. Egger to Ollie Sanders by hand. Sanders on the left foot. Here it goes again, that sweeping kick to Van Buren. Rinse and repeat from a few minutes ago. Bounced by Van Buren. Takes his time. Over to Walsh, who's been superb today, Mark Walsh. He kicks straight away inside 50 towards Rushton, who can't quite take the mark. On the follow-up is Goodsall. Now to Rundle. Or player caught with the ball. Not holding the ball. Gee, that was lucky, Josh Arnold. Could have easily been penalised there for taking too long. The ball up about 40 metres out from the North Launceston goal. That's the same play again, Maxie, wasn't it? Ollie Sanders to that sweeper. And Van Buren does that roll so well. Get back to you in a second. This play's underway again. Glenorchy fighting hard. And it will be another stoppage here, I suspect.
It's just that kick inside 50, Max, because they've only kicked, 5 goals since quarter time. They're inside 50s, 12 this quarter. In the first quarter groups, can you go back and show me what they were in the first quarter?
16-5.
16 in the first quarter. They managed to kick 8, 50% conversion. A lot of shots. Here's Walsh. He's going to go inside 50, this time by hand to Cox Goodger. Here's the cannon we want to see. It's over the top to Burt, top of the square. He won't miss from there, surely, Zach Burt. Kicked 2 goals, 3. Yeah, it's just that connection there, right there. They haven't been able to hit up.
They haven't been able to, and I think they probably tried to be a little bit too unselfish today. Yeah. There's been a lot of short 45-metre passes from just outside 50 where...
Burt. Sounds as though it's pretty close to the siren. There it is. Zach Burt kicks the goal. So Zach Burt's got 3, 2 for the quarter, 3 for the game. And North Launceston, 13, 14 now? 14 now, Fuzzle?
I do believe so.
Yeah, 14.
8-92.
14-8-92. So the scoreboard just slowed around.